Being validated or getting credit from outside sources, from people who have nothing to do with what you're doing, should never be your motivation. Be honest with yourself and do what is necessary. Whatever it takes, do it. Be consistent, be disciplined. Just stay true. Have integrity. Hold yourself accountable. Be your biggest critic. Have respect for yourself and hold yourself accountable. Do not worry about people giving you the validation. You have to have self-validation. You have to be your biggest fan. You have to be your biggest critic. You have to be the first for everything when it comes to yourself. Validation should never be your motivation. Someone who's real is going to wake up and do what they said they were going to do, be the best version of themselves at that thing, and if nobody claps for them, if nobody gives them any credit for it, they're still going to wake up and do it again and again and again, even if nobody's giving them any credit. And do it with a smile on your face and still be proud of yourself. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're doing the right thing when you know you're doing the right thing. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're being a good person when you know that you're being a good person. That should never be your reason. So it shouldn't matter if someone gives you credit or validation for it anyway. Know yourself, know your worth, and know your why. Your why should never be validation. Let your why be the fuel to why you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. Have a solid relationship with yourself so you can hold yourself accountable. And then when you know you are doing what you need to do and you're doing what is necessary, and don't lie to yourself just to feel good about yourself or to avoid being uncomfortable. When you know that you're doing what's necessary, then nobody can tell you nothing unless they're giving you advice and they're well-versed in whatever it is that you're doing something in. If they're trying to help you, cool. But you know, nobody knows but you. If you're actually giving yourself 100% effort and if you are actually making iterations, adjustments during that process. The way you perform when everyone's watching should be the way you perform when there's nobody in the room. Every single time, even if you don't get nothing from it. That just means you got to make the iteration and the adjustment and you will figure it out. I always say this, if you ain't get there yet, it's just not your time yet. You might need some patience, or you're not doing something right. There's something you're doing wrong, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect. You just got to find out what that thing is. But if you are fueled off of validation, if you are fueled off of people giving you credit, then that is not a stable way for you to be consistent. Because to be honest with you, most people don't give a damn about you that much. Only really your close loved ones, and even they have their own things they need to focus on and worry about. Everyone's in their own heads. So that's why you have to be the main character in your own world. That is why. Because ain't nobody gonna open no doors for you. You gotta kick through them things. This is why whenever somebody gives me credit for something, I do appreciate it, but I never let it get to my head. Ever. Because I understand that that credit or that validation that the person gave me is never guaranteed. I can't control that. So I don't focus on the uncontrollables. Now, when I know that I've improved in something or I did something I said I was going to do or I'm just doing well or whatever, or I complete something, a task, I get hype. I hype myself up because this shit is personal. I'm my biggest critic. I'm my biggest fan. I always appreciate love and support because, like I said, nobody's obligated to do that. So I'm always grateful for it. But I never get too high on that because I know that there's a chance that that's not going to be there. You should never get too accustomed or too high or too comfortable with validation or credit. Like, yeah, anybody who is consistently doing their thing, it's human nature for us, yo, give me my credit. You want your credit. I get that. But even when you get it, because you will get it at times, don't let it get to your head. That should never be your fuel. Don't let it fuel you too much. One of the best things I was ever told is that if you want to be consistent in something, if you want to keep hitting the mark that you set to hit, whenever you hit it, your emotions have to be in a steady line.